Alright guys, so our next video we're going to cruise the border of Texas and Mexico. We started this morning in South Padre Island. We're about 20 miles inland in Brownsville, Texas. And right now I'm at the Gateway International Bridge with Mexico. And of course that is the way directly into Mexico. Now normally that's bustling with people, but it's empty of traffic now because of COVID, of course. From what I understand, here in a few weeks, they're going to reopen it for people who are fully vaccinated, and you'll have to show your papers. So we're cruising near downtown Brownsville on Washington Street. We're about, I don't know, half a mile off the border. It's kind of pretty down here though. Lots of palm trees and shops and kind of old Mexico feeling down here. Well, you're looking at some of the border wall. I'm about 25 miles west of Brownsville. We will be traveling on Highway 281, which is a road that traverses the border of Texas and Mexico from Brownsville all the way up to Del Rio. I'm already seeing a bunch of sections of the fence that are not finished, so we will be on the hunt or be looking out for that as we go up the road. We are in Hidalgo, Texas right now, which is right across the border from Reynosa, Mexico. And you can see there's like a little border section or border wall where the Border Patrol apparently go in and out, and it's just like a small white fence around it. Now, Reynosa, Mexico is one of the most dangerous cities in the world. It's a hive of cartel activity. It's ranked right up there with some of the worst cities in Iraq and in Afghanistan. But here in Hidalgo, it doesn't seem bad. The border crossing into Mexico is right over there. And I don't know if you can see the buildings over here. Let me zoom in a little. There's a pink building and a white building. That is actually Reynosa, Mexico. So the interior, or those buildings, are inside Mexico, Reynosa. But anyway, we drove around Hidalgo a little bit in the trusty Bronco, and it's a very nice town. Didn't seem dangerous at all. So a little perspective, I guess. Anyway, we're now going to head towards our next destination, I believe Roma. So should be interesting. Apparently that town is a real hive of activity with cross-border activity, if you know what I mean, illegal. So let's see what we can see. We're in Roma, Texas.
At the stop sign, turn right onto North.
Very third world looking here, even though we are in Texas. I believe that's Mexico we're looking at right there though. Yeah, that's, I think that's the Rio Grande right there in front of us. Yep, it is. So we're gonna go up here.
Turn left on.
We are in Roma, Texas now, and from what I understand, based on some of the news that I've been reading, this is the hot spot for crossings, if you will. Now, this is Mexico I'm showing you right now. This is the Rio Grande. We get really close here in Roma. You can actually see some people fishing on the Mexican side over there. But that is Ciudad Miguel Alemán. Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I haven't seen it spelled out.
And there's the road, obviously, that the U.S. Border Patrol uses to patrol here. But yeah, this would be real easy to cross. You could just...
Yeah, they say the water's real shallow right here.
Yeah, the water's only a couple feet deep, 3 or 4 feet deep tops, and you could just... there's Mexico. You could just run across and easily climb up this embankment. And here you are in the U.S. That there is a bridge, one of the international bridges for crossing back and forth, and it is very busy. So obviously you can cross at this border crossing, but Yeah, there it is. You're looking at the Rio Grande, and man, we could just jump down and
Well, I wouldn't want to jump because that you'd probably get crazy.
well, not jump here, but this is a path right here.
Yeah.
Let's look at all that trash. We could go down there and we could just run across and border jump into Mexico if we wanted to.
Not everybody went the opposite way.
It seems like that, doesn't it? I mean, I love going to Mexico and all, but interesting. Very close. I mean, Mexico is, what? A couple 100 feet away here. So, interesting. Anyway, other than that, we're not really seeing anything. Quite frankly, Roma seems to me a lot like a Mexican town. Not very much English. A lot of the restaurants and businesses are in Spanish. And I hate to say this, but it's trash all over. Something you see a lot, especially in Mexican border towns. And of course, you know, buildings in disrepair or falling over. This is actually Roma's city center. This is downtown Roma, and as you can see, not a lot going on here. That's like a little small, I don't know if that's a hotel and a little restaurant. Don't even know what that building is. And there's a church there in the distance, and we're pretty much the only ones here. You can see the Bronco. So very quiet here in Roma, but from what I understand, lots of stuff happening after dark. Lots of crossings over that the Rio Grande right there, which I could see. It looks real easy. You all saw it for yourself. All right, well, anyway, we are now headed to Laredo. All right, so we are in Laredo, Texas now. A little bit windy here, so you might have some wind shear. But yeah, this is the Rio Grande. As you can see, there's no wall. We are actually within walking distance of our hotel, believe it or not. Our hotel is basically one street off of this. We could walk here, but yeah, this part of the Rio Grande won't be so easy to cross. But that being said, if you were to come from Mexico and get across this part, you can see it'd be pretty easy to disappear into the city. There's just like a runoff here, and that's it. There's nothing else here. So here we are, we're in Laredo. We're gonna stay the night here, and then we're gonna head to Del Rio tomorrow. I am in Eagle Pass, Texas, which is, as you can figure, on the Mexican border. That is the Rio Grande right there. And you see a little bit of, not really activity, but a bunch of Army type trucks lined up. So looks like they're preparing for a little something here. And there's some border patrol trucks there. It's the first ones, honestly, that I have seen since I started traversing the US or the Texas-Mexico border. But yeah, you're staring into Mexico over here, and there's a guy fishing. There's a couple of people fishing over there, look like. Over there on the Mexican side. But, wow, there's some guy swimming way over there. I don't know if you can see him. Swimming in the Rio Grande. But, yeah. Looks like they're a little bit prepared here with these Humvees. And that's the International Bridge right there. You can see a bunch of cars on it, people going in and out. But pretty cool here in Eagle Pass. You can go right up to the border here. Eagle Pass is a really nice town. It's really pretty. It's a prosperous town. I'm shocked. But, oh, there's some guys fishing right there. You can see them on the Mexican border, or on the Mexican side. Sitting in the shade. Probably caught dinner for this evening. But anyway, yeah, really interesting here in Eagle Pass. But I expect Del Rio to even be more interesting, so that's where we're headed next. So is this our first? All vehicles must stop when flashing. So I guess maybe this is a border patrol stop. What do you think, huh? Of course, we're heading towards Mexico, so why would they?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Huh? Why would they be checking us going this direction? Interesting.
There's a stop
That's what it says. It's got to stop.
Oh, okay.
So I wonder what happens up here. I guess they're going to ask us if we're citizens, I suppose, huh?
But we're not crossing the border, so.
I know, but they have these out here.
Huh.
Remember that one was in Boca Chica. We had one of these too. Interesting.
You citizens?
Yes.
Yeah, we're on vacation.
Kind of vacation.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. I didn't want to hold it up high. I didn't know.
No, that's fine.
I didn't know how I was going to react.
So that was
So I kind of just held it there.
that was border patrol guys.
Making sure
They didn't give us any trouble. We're heading towards Mexico, so that was a little odd. Main Street.
Turn left onto West Martin Street.
You can turn that thing off.
Are we turn off the phone? So is it?
Yeah. I'm in Del Rio now. You can see the border fence behind me here. And you probably remember from the news that whole infamous bridge, you know, where the Haitians were congregating underneath the bridge, the international bridge. That's it in the distance. You can see all the cars trying to come into the United States. And that bridge, let me see if I can zoom in on it, that they were under is, well, I'll zoom as close as I can, but yeah, right there in the middle of the frame, that's where they were. That's where that 15,000 strong group of Haitians accumulated or basically congregated, trying to come into the United States. And of course, there's a barrier wall this far in, so it probably wouldn't have been that easy. This would have stopped them as well. But I've been driving around Del Rio a little bit, and yeah, this is a pretty poor town. You can see a lot of debris just right here off the International Bridge. An old gas station that's out of business, obviously. But yeah, I was hoping I could get closer. I wanted to see the bridge up close and see if it's cleaned up. You know, the place was pretty infamous as of late. But it looks like this is as close as I can get. There's a little opening in the wall, or yeah, the wall over there, but I'm assuming I can't get through there. I might try. I might drive over there and see, but definitely in the desert now. Look at this cactus here, pretty cool. But yeah, there's not a lot of anything going on here in Del Rio. Most of the town looks just like this. So it's pretty rough. The wife's in the Bronco there. And of course you can see Mexico in the distance there. Anyway, well, there's that. Unless I'm able to get in through there, but I don't think I will. Okay, well, I thought I was done, but I went down the road a little ways, and look at this big section of wall. Just a little tiny bit. Looks like they started on it and it didn't get finished. And there's a gateway which goes straight to the Rio Grande. Rio Grande is almost a stone's throw away at this place, or at this, where I'm at right now. But yeah, this looks like the wall that Trump wanted to get built. And you can see there's another big section of it down here, and a couple tractors. But there's no one building on it right now. So as you can see, it's really quiet. There's nothing going on here. I'm on the other side of the wall here, this little section that was built. And of course there's the existing wall. And I mean, you can almost see the Rio Grande from here. Very close. I'm like 100 feet away. But as you can see, there's no construction going on anywhere. It looks like they were building and they stopped right here because you can see these bars holding it up. And at this spot, it doesn't look like the concrete was poured, as you can see. So yeah, this is where this is how far they'd gotten when until Biden stopped construction, I suppose. And I mean, it looks like they just stopped mid-construction. I mean, it's all built here and set in the concrete, and then it stops. And you can see some weeds are starting to grow in, so yeah, it's been sitting like this for a while. And there's another big section of the new wall back there. But yeah, there it is. This is what your money paid for, and your money paid for a lot of this to be completed, and is gone now. So, National Rent Offense. That's pretty funny, isn't it? This video is done. My next video will be in El Paso, and we're going to check out some of the border stuff going on there. So be sure to be looking for that one. Lord Spoda out.